Good day, Amherstburg. It's myself, Laura D'Alessandro.
And it's Ron Giofu from the Rivertown Times, back on the airwaves of 107.9 FM, the Berg CKBG, for the Rivertown Times Weekend Review.
Last Wednesday of the month. I don't know about you guys, but I felt like October lasted forever. I think it's because of the 5 Wednesdays.
I think so, yeah. It seemed to go on and on a little bit. So.
And we'll be sitting here in, 8 weeks' time, and it'll be a new year.
Exactly, yeah. Then we'll be wondering where the year went.
Right. I can't believe it. We're heading into November already. Okay, turning our attention to the paper, Town Council met Monday night. And much like the World Series game of that night, the council meeting went into extra innings. It didn't end till after 10 o'clock. The main topic of discussion was the proposed town hall moving into the former General Amherst High School site, and an alleged incident involving a town committee member and a member of the town staff.
Yeah, on the town hall issue, to put it bluntly, town council said no to putting it into the former General Amherst site, now owned by the Valente Development Corporation. It was going to operate as its own entity, like the town would own the town hall portion of it. But there were a number of delegates, I think 9 in all, and most of them were not in favor of the move and told council why. Concerns ranging from the town debt to how they're going to pay for it, affordability, and looking at other options. And there were some who just were very passionate about keeping the Carnegie Library where it was, because one of the options was to put town hall and a library in at the former high school site, and the other option would have been to for a civic theater. But town council opted in a 5-2 vote not to proceed with negotiations with the Valente Group. And that possibility is no longer an option. Council will instead get a report back on the remaining options of where to possibly situate a town hall. There's Bill Weigel Park as an option, although it didn't sound like the current council, well, at least members of the current council, didn't really favor that one. Possibly putting it at the public works site, or either rebuilding or adding onto or renovating the current town hall, putting it on land at the town has yet to acquire, or sticking it out at the Libro Center. So we shall see what they decide. It's going to be, I'm not sure how long this report's going to take, but I'm sure it's going to take several months, I would guess. But it's a no for the moving it into the former General Amherst High School. And they had a large crowd in the chambers on Monday night, and it was a lengthy debate, 3.5, 4 hours, I think it was. And I know the meeting itself didn't end until about 10:21, not that I was counting. Yeah, it was a lengthy debate, passionate debate, and it ended with a no vote for moving it into the former high school and getting a report back for where we go from here. So again, I'm not sure where that report's going to end up and what the recommended options are going to be from that. I guess we'll just all have to wait and see, and we'll wait and see when that report finally comes back to council.
Could it be something that we don't see until a new council has been elected? This was kind of a hot press issue because Valente needed an answer.
They did kind of make reference to it, that they weren't in an overly big hurry to get a new town hall, and that might have been Lyndon Crane. I'm not sure who said it, but the idea was to get the report back and maybe let the next council have kind of a head start in making a decision, and they'll have the information. This council, I believe it's in May of next year, goes into lame duck because of the October 26th election, and maybe they'll get the report back by then, and even if they do, who knows what they'll do with it with the election being around the corner. I would guess, my prediction would be that it's going to be on the plate of the next council, and we'll see what they decide.
We also lumped in there that the meeting started out with in-camera, what was supposed to be an in-camera discussion was brought to the general meeting regarding an incident that happened between a committee member and a member of town staff. Yeah,
it is alleged that a committee member of the town and went up to another town employee, said, your coworker is a
explicitive
blank blank. I won't say it on the air. I didn't spell it out in the paper, but I think there's enough of a clue where a mature audience could probably figure it out. A lot of the debate was whether to even bring it out into the public session. I know Councillor Don MacArthur was very passionate about bringing it out front, letting the public know what's happening, and others basically called it a witch hunt and said it was the town's airing their dirty laundry in public. So it was yet another passionate debate around the council table. In the end, the Integrity Commissioner is going to investigate this alleged incident. I'm not sure how long those those investigations, I should say, last. And we'll stay on top of this incident. It was kind of an unexpected way to start the meeting. It was just kind of, they do the report out usually from in camera, and sometimes there's just simply a motion they pass, and sometimes it's just they report out administration tasked with following council's direction or words to that effect. And this one had a bit of fireworks to it. So we got that story as well in this week's issue of the RTT. And as you're looking for these stories, of course, the town hall issue is on page 1, and the alleged incident starts on page 4.
It was quite a meeting.
It was. Started at 6, ended at, as I say, about 10:21. And I didn't get to bed until, I didn't send my email with my 2 stories in until 12:50 a.m. Tuesday morning. So if I was kind of grumpy on Tuesday morning,
that's why I bought you breakfast yesterday.
Exactly, yeah, just to kind of get my energy up and probably shut me up.
I went to a whole hockey game while you were at council.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. But the Blue Jays game went longer, so
that's right.
There is that.
Yeah, you were in bed before them, before the game even ended.
Exactly, yeah. I checked the score on my phone before I went to sleep and went, this game's still going? But they won last night, so that's a good thing.
That's right.
Game 5 tonight in Dodger Stadium.
Thank you for all you do, Ron. I appreciate knowing that you're there and you have a pulse. Well, I say you have a pulse, but I'm not sure if you have a pulse during all of council. But you have your finger on the pulse of what's happening, and I can catch up on the news the next day. I really, really appreciate it. So thanks for that.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm just doing my job and just kind of hopefully the public is informed by what I'm writing. It's, again, both in the paper and on rivertowntimes.com.
Maybe when a new town hall is finally announced, they'll consult with you on a press table and what kind of things you'd like in there. It can't be too comfortable because you fall asleep.
Exactly,
It's got to be a hard wooden chair.
As long as I have enough room to stand. Sometimes when it's packed in there, it's tough to find room to stand up. I kind of got to do a bit of a jig behind there to kind of get out and kind of move around and not bump body parts off corners of tables and that kind of stuff.
Oh, it's quite a sight, I'm sure. Installation of the veteran banners took place last week. Over 20 banners have been placed on the light poles lining Stanwich Street South. I
believe it's 23 banners on 24 people on 23 banners. Let's get it.
You got it.
Okay. And they started at the corner of Sandwich Street South and North Street. And they actually went a bit longer than they anticipated. I thought it was going to end around Park Street, but it turns out it ends up on the 500 block.
Kind of in front of Tim Hortons.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. And they're kind of right in front of, the Starbucks and the Capri Plaza and everything in that general area. They're quite a sight to see, and this is a project initiated by Royal Canadian Legion, Fort Malden, Branch 157. So great job by our local Legion, and the town was supportive of it. And again, these banners, this is just, as I understand it, the first phase. This project could get bigger and better as the years progress. This is just year 1, and hopefully we get to see more polls with more of our heroes in years to come. But again, as I say, there's about 24 people memorialized on these polls. It should stay up until around Remembrance Day or shortly thereafter. And like I say, keep your eyes and ears open for next year. I'm sure the Legion will be undertaking some more work. I know they've done a lot of great work in town. They helped with the crosswalk at the corner of Dalhousie and Murray. There's, of course, these banners. There's Veterans Way. That's along the section of Dalhousie Street. So our local Legion is staying active, and the community is supporting their efforts, and that's great to see. And again, the banner story on page 5 of this week's Rivertown Times and on rivertowntimes.com.
Speaking of the Legion, the poppy pitting ceremony is going to be this Friday at 11. There's more information in the ad that the Legion has on page 2. Turning our attention back to the front page, though, Sully's Monster Run was held last Saturday at Holiday Beach, and we've heard a couple rumblings that it was just the first, and it's going to be an annual thing because they had over 150 runners. Were you one of the runners, Ron?
I was not, but you were.
I had to get it in there.
Yeah, of course, yeah, and they raised over $10,000 between what the runners brought in, the sponsors brought in, and I know I helped a few runners, and a few of the runners had trouble with the road. I won't name names.
Okay.
But there were several, so I
wasn't the only one.
So yeah, so people needn't feel singled out.
Although you're trying real hard to single a certain person out. And it's working.
No, I'm being fair to everyone. But on a serious note, it was a great day. You can actually see Sully on the front page of this week's RTT and his dad, Brian. It was just a great race, a great run, and a great event, and just one of the many runs we have here in Amherstburg. And race walkers and runners around the county of Essex helped out with it, and they're going to be back out in just a few weeks' time for the Super Santa Run, and that's right in the downtown core. And of course, they also help at the Canada Day Run, and
all over the place. They do so many.
Pretty much, yeah. So, But again, this is about 3 times what they were anticipating for this run, and so it was great to see. And I know the fire department was out there, other local nonprofits, the Rotary Club was out there, and it was a great morning, Saturday morning, out in Amherstburg at Holiday Beach.
Every time somebody would cross the line, the fire truck would blare the sirens. I told Ron, when I cross the line, the sirens will go off, but for a different reason. It'll be clear the way.
Exactly, yeah.
Get her out of here.
Yeah, scrape her up and let the next person cross. All the money raised will go to the London Children's Health Foundation and the London Health Sciences Center. So they're all under one umbrella. So great job for them. And it was part of a busy Saturday. We had Pumpkin Fest. More details on that in this week's paper. And it was a busy Halloween season.
Yeah, the
and
Miracle
more to come.
League. Miracle League
Yep.
Halloween party was Saturday too. So, okay, the public school board trustees have accepted the resignation of Amherstburg and LaSalle trustee Ron LeClaire.
Ron had his letter of resignation on most recent board agenda. That was last Tuesday. That'd be October 21st. Yeah, she sent it in mid-September. And he has resigned, and more details on page 3 of this week's RTT. In his letter, he opted to explore more of his accomplishments as a board trustee. He's a former chair. He's a former vice chair. The creation of North Star High School was on his list of accomplishments. Additions at the school in LaSalle. The track at Sandwich Secondary in LaSalle. So full details on page 3. And right now, I'm not entirely sure how they're going to fill the vacancy. Last time it was when trustee Sarah Sipkar resigned, and she's a Windsor trustee, and they opted to accept applications and fill the vacancy that way. And so we'll see if they go that route with trustee LeClaire's resignation. But right now the position is vacant in Amherstburg and LaSalle, and more news to come as to how they fill that vacancy for this area.
Okay, turning our attention to sports. The Admirals picked up a win and a loss last week, and this just in, the Admirals lost last night in Essex against the 73s, bringing their record to 5-7-1 on the season.
Yeah, it was of course, last night's game was after this week's RTT went to press, but we want to fill you in with the score. Maybe it would have been nicer if the home team had won, but such is life.
It was an 8-1 loss?
It was an 8-1 loss to the 73s. That's okay. The Admirals will bounce back. They're a resilient bunch. And they're actually on the road this weekend. There will be no games at the Libro Center Saturday or Sunday. They're in Moortown at 7:30 on Saturday night and in Blenheim Sunday night at 7 p.m. They have, I believe, next week they have a game in Dresden, and that's as part of a 3-game road trip before they return home. But again, they won one, lost one, and lost another after the paper went to press. But the Admirals will look to bounce back on the road this weekend, starting Saturday night in Moortown.
North Star Sports, well, the North Star Wolves football team, they are unbeatable this season. They've extended not only their winning streak last Friday night with a win against the Kennedy Clippers, they've also extended their shutout record. Yeah,
5 games and not a point allowed. That's 20 quarters, in case you're wondering. And it was 36-0 over the Kennedy Clippers. It was a bit of a slow start, and the North Star kind of opened the game up in the second half. And I believe it was like 15-0 at the half. They ended up winning 36-0. And again, that's 5 straight shutouts for the Wolves. And they'll look to keep that streak going this Thursday. And again, I'd like to point out, it's this Thursday, so tomorrow night, the 30th. The game had been scheduled for the Libro Center on Friday night, but it has been switched.
It's Halloween.
Yeah, it's Halloween, so it was supposed to be on Halloween night originally, but the schedule has been changed. It's now Thursday night, October 30th. It's at 7:30, and the location has been switched. It's now at Tecumseh Vista Academy, but the opponent is the same. It's the Cardinal Carter Cougars, and it's just the day, time, and location have been changed. Thursday night, 7:30 at Tecumseh Vista Academy.
Well, good luck to them. Also in the mode of sports at North Star, the regular season has wrapped for the girls' basketball. They're waiting to start in the playoffs.
Yeah, we just found out this morning. It wasn't the schedule hadn't been updated when the paper went to press, but I've since learned they open the playoffs on Thursday afternoon, 4:15, on their home court. I'm still not sure who they play. So it's going to be a busy night of North Star sports. The junior boys volleyball team is at 3. Basketball, senior girls at 4:15 on the basketball court. And then, of course, football out at Tecumseh Vista against Cardinal Carter at 7:30. And in between there, it's going to be the North Star band concert at the school. It's at 6 o'clock.
North Star is the place to be on the 30th of October.
Exactly, yeah. A lot of stuff happening. And I believe the band has a special guest celebrity playing with them.
Celebrity, maybe. Infamous, yes. My daughter Kira is making her return back to North Star and going to help out with the band. She's 2 years removed from the high school, but they've asked her to come back and do a guest performance. So I will be watching with bated breath.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be a heartwarming performance, to say the least.
Maybe I'll dress up.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a good idea. It might be worth getting to the football game a little bit late to see you in costume. So please do.
I think we should go. You should go as Superman, and I should go as Lois Lane.
Okay, I'm in. Superman makes me sound good. So
he does. You're basically one and the same, Ron.
Yeah.
Basically, I've never seen Superman and you in the same room. So
that is true,
right? Yeah. Well, with Halloween coming up, I know you were out last weekend, and we started the day off with the Sully Run and Pumpkin Fest, but you were at a Witches Walk, Candy Palooza. You were Halloweening it up last weekend.
And we're driving that Trunk or Treats, and there's more events coming up this Friday, and as Halloween gets closer, and we'll get more coverage into the RTT coming up, and we'll try to get everyone in there and as quickly as we can, and hopefully I'm going to be out at one of the haunted Halloween displays on Friday night. Now that my Friday night plans have changed, we'll see. I'm sure it's probably going to be a busy Friday night just because Halloween, and the area I'm hoping to go has tons of kids. So
that's right.
I say the area I'm hoping to go to. I haven't firmed it up with the homeowners yet.
You're just going to show up.
So I don't want to show up at the door, surprise. I actually want to confirm the plans first. So, but I'll be somewhere on Halloween. Just
you could do trunk or treat with your car.
Exactly. Yeah.
Lots of treats in that trunk.
None of them candy, but here's an old newspaper bundle. Here's a
hat, a fork.
Yeah, an old book.
A shirt. Oh, it's limitless what you could do with the trunk or treat of Ron Giofu.
Oh, exactly, yeah.
Speaking of the weekend, this Saturday is the turkey supper dinner out at Harrow United Church. The ad is on page 5. You need to call ahead to reserve your order. It's a drive-in only. So the phone number is 519-738-4223. And Harrow United Church is located at 45 Munger Street in Harrow. Amherstburg Fights Cancer is also this Saturday from 4 to 9 at the AMA. Tickets are $30. They have an ad on page 7. We also want to remind people, we didn't get it in the paper, but we thought about it this morning, that we need to change our clocks on Saturday when we go to bed. So remember that. We fall back, so we're going to lose an hour of... I think we lose an hour? Gain an hour. I always get confused.
Spring ahead, fall back. So I think we gain the hour.
Oh, I don't like it. I don't know why it seems so archaic to still be doing this.
It's going to be getting
dark at 4 o'clock. Forget it.
Yeah, it's going to be, we're on that season where, it's just going to get dark and gloomy sooner.
Oh, great. Anyway, we'll live with it. What choice do we have, right? Was there anything else you wanted to highlight going on this week, Ron?
I know I got it in the community, the Harrow Turkey Supper and community events. I did add the price this week. I forgot last week it's $25. So the e-transfer is more information's in the ad on page 5 and in the community events column on page 13. So check everything out. We got lots of stuff going on in this week's RTT and a few extra stuff on the web. I had to pull a couple things for a council story. So, but that is on rivertowntimes.com, which are, and the print edition, our drivers, Louise and Ashley, are stocking up our stores and stocking up our newspaper boxes in LaSalle, Essex, Harrow, and LaSalle.
I kind of feel like this is the calm before the storm. I feel like we have this weekend, Halloween's over, things are kind of quiet, and then bam, we're going to be hit with all the holiday stuff and Remembrance Day's in there. I think this is just the last little pause before life takes off for us and a lot of people around town, because we're hitting in parade season and all that kind of stuff. But if you have something going on, as we say, we're so busy. If you have something going on, I know a lot of the schools do things around Christmas, donations to the food bank, anything like that. Be sure to let us know. We always like to come out and support any way we can.
Exactly. Yeah, just let us know, and we'll do our best to get out there.
All right. Go Blue Jays.
Go Blue Jays, and we'll be back on the airways of CKBG 107.9 FM The Berg next Wednesday at 12 noon, and the replay at 4:30 p.m.